Hello again, it's Josh here. One Track Trainers, the proof. Now, in the last video you watched, I explained a bit about me, my betting journey, how understanding the habits of trainers turned my betting around and made me profitable. I discussed how I discovered one powerful approach, a simple idea brilliantly executed by a group of elite trainers. Today I'm going to show you proof of just how powerful this approach is and why you should keep these trainers on side. I'm going to explain what they do so well and how profitable they have been since the beginning of 2010. I'll also will reveal 3 of these trainers and show you their results, as well as showing you a winning bet from Saturday. I'll also be realistic and honest with you. Following these trainers won't make you super rich. You won't be able to give up your day job or dream of buying a holiday villa in Spain. If that is what you are after, then you won't find it here, and I apologise for wasting your time. But they will make your betting fun, and they will make you some decent spending money, whether you bet £2 a horse, £10 a horse, £20 or more. I will also talk losers. We will be backing more losers than winners. There will be times when we hit the odd losing run, and you will have to be patient. However, over the course of 12 months, these trainers will be very profitable to follow, and we will be backing plenty of winners. So, what is the approach, and how could it change your betting? Let's have a look at some proof. Introducing One Track Trainers. So what is One Track Trainers? What is the simple idea behind their success? One Track Trainers is the following. It is a group of 16 UK-based horse racing trainers. Some are flat trainers, some are jumps trainers, some specialise on flat turf, on the flat turf only, some on the all-weather, some are a mixture of both, and others just stick to jumping. Now this is the important bit, the simple idea. The one approach that unites them all is that they are very, very profitable to follow when they only send one horse to the racetrack. This group of trainers, and they are names you will all be familiar with, have demonstrated that they mean business when only sending one horse to the track. If we think about it, being more selective and more successful when only sending one horse to the track makes sense. Horse racing is an expensive business, especially for owners. I owned one 12th to a horse called Price's Art, trained by Anthony Honeyball, and even with a Class 5 animal, it isn't a cheap hobby. There is an increased pressure on trainers to justify the costs associated with sending their horse to the track. If these costs can be shared by sending more than one horse, all the better. Sending just the one horse is more draining on resources, and it is important to get a return from their runs. There is an economic logic which suggests if you're only going to send one horse, you will ensure you have placed it superbly, that it has a great chance of being competitive and collecting some prize money. This approach highlights those trainers who are masters at placing their horses in races that they can win. As in all walks of life, there are some trainers who are better at this than others. The 16 I have selected, after months of research and testing, are the best of the best. They have proven that they know how to place their horses, and that when they send just one horse to the track, they are expecting a return. It is not being sent for a nice day out, to build up fitness, or to experiment with something new. It is being sent to win. This group of trainers consistently send horses to the winner's enclosure and regularly pick up prize money for their owners. The proof from the profit. Collectively, these 16 trainers have averaged 355.88 points profit per year to Betfair starting price, betting 1 point level stakes. They are 263.95 points up this year to Betfair starting price with 2 months to go. They have a 27.45% win strike rate, ensuring consistent returns and minimising losing runs, have a 50.54% place strike rate on all runners, meaning it is a great system for each way backers as well. To back a horse knowing you have a greater than 1 in 2 chance of it winning or placing does give you lots of confidence. It keeps you interested most days of the racing year across all 3 codes, that's jumping, flat turf and all weather. The system averages 1.65 selections per day, so you don't have to worry about being bombarded with 10 to 15 bets per day. It allows you to place the bets the night before racing, and is perfect for punters who bet with stakes of £2, £5 or £10, more if you prefer. The system relies on information not readily accessible, ensuring it will be profitable for many years to come. You'll be part of an exclusive group who have an edge over other punters and the bookmakers. Okay, I know anyone can say those things, so let's have a look at some proof. One Track Trainers is about long-term profitability, and I'm pleased to say this approach has a near 5-year record of success. The year-on-year profitability to just £10 level stakes at Betfair starting price can be seen below. 2010, £3,464.20, all the way through to 2014, £2,639.50, so far with 2 months to go. So that's a total of £16,874.70 since the start of 2010. I present the figures using Betfair starting price because this is the price the majority of punters can get. However, if you have a few best odd guaranteed accounts, these figures could be even bigger. In fact, taking prices earlier in the day would have been worth an extra 103 points in 2014 so far. That is 103 points more than Betfair starting price. Quite incredible. That would put 2014 on 363 points already. £3,630 for £10 stakes with 2 months to go. If you bet with bigger stakes, say £25, you could have made £42,175 since the beginning of 2010, averaging £8,897 a year. Not life-changing, but a rather nice amount to spend on the things you enjoy doing most. Here's a full breakdown so far, by a number of bets, the wins, win percentage, profit loss, and the return on investment. This document is available to download below the video, so you can go through all of these tables and charts in your own time. So we can see, over nearly 5 years, these trainers have made a staggering 1,687 points profit to level stakes at Betfair starting price. You can see the consistency of these trainers and the impressive return on investment, rather better than you can get in your high street bank. The cumulative growth is displayed in the table below. Again, this demonstrates the consistency and how the bank builds up over time. So yes, just to re-emphasise, £16,874.70 to just £10 level stakes, £42,175 to £25 level stakes. I know there are many of you who maybe don't even bet £10 a selection, or maybe not even 5. Indeed, there are those who just like betting £2 or £3 on a horse, who like to build up their betting bank before upping their stakes. This system is great for everyone, whatever your stake size. Even if you just bet £3 a selection to win only, your average profit a year would be £1,066.74. And remember, that is the Betfair SP. Returns could be much bigger using best odd guaranteed bookmakers taking earlier prices. Let's talk losers. Before I introduce you to three of the 16 trainers that make up the system, let's talk about losing. The average strike rate of all selections is just over 27%. That means statistically, for every 1,000 bets we place, we can expect to encounter at least one losing run of around 24. If you follow these selections, we will hit the odd losing run. I like a portfolio approach, a collection of different trainers, because it means when one or two lose form, as all trainers do at some point in the season, other trainers step up to the plate and have a winning run. I believe this is a sustainable system that will continue to pick winners and make profits for a few years to come. Because it is based on trainer behaviour, tapping into the successful methods that they employ when training and placing their horses, we can have confidence that they will continue to be successful. But with a 27% win strike rate, we will of course back more losers than winners. You should be prepared for that. However, over the stretch, over the course of time, we have every chance of making decent profits, as history has demonstrated. Now, I've been following these selections live with my own money since the start of July. So far they are 90 points up, and I researched and created the system over a year ago. I tinkered with it up until Christmas to make sure I had the best of the best, and then started paper trading. Once I saw the results live, I had to start profiting from them. I bet £10 level stakes to win, and it is a level I'm personally comfortable with. Like I said, I'm 90 points up so far. The system's 90 points up so far. In just over 4 months of live testing, the longest losing run has been 18. Now, even I was growing concerned at that point. However, I kept the faith, and over the following 9 days, all of those losses were won back. We will also have the odd losing month. I don't mind admitting that October has been a tricky month. I found it tough personally on the betting front, and so did my trainers. The changeover of seasons from flat to jumps can sometimes be tricky. Looking at my records, October was a losing month. The collective trainers lost 6.5 points in October. However, on the first day of November, there was one selection, a 9-1 winner, emphasising again that you have to be patient. That is how it goes. I like to be honest with these things. If you cannot handle the odd losing run, or the odd losing month, then following these trainers will not be for you. But remember, collectively they have a 27% win strike rate and have averaged £3,558.80 profit a year to £10 level stakes, and that's at Betfair starting price. Profits could be much bigger using best odds guaranteed bookmakers. Those who are patient and commit for the long term are rewarded. So, that is one track trainers. How about some examples? I'm going to show you 3 of the trainers and their results. I would add at this point that it's not just a case of going out and backing all these trainers' runners when it is their only entry at the track. Each trainer has 1 or 2 more rules which really homes in on those horses they excel with. On to the 3 examples. I've taken them from the system manual so you can get a feel for how they are presented. So for all the trainers, the horse must be their only runner at the track. It must also be 14 to 1 or under. I know some people get concerned with price ceilings, but the simple truth is not many horses priced over 14 to 1 win. This means we are only focusing on those horses with a realistic chance of winning. Of course there is the odd winner above this price, but you have to wait a long time for them to come. They are not profitable in the long run, and you have to endure longer losing runs. So the first trainer is George Baker. You'll see we back him on flat turf only. Obviously the main flat turf season is drawing to a close, so we can expect to be backing his runners again from next April. He's one of 4 trainers who we only back on the flat turf. The other 12 we back all year round. As I said, you can access this document below the video and have a more in-depth look at some of the tables in here. But you can see George Baker, flat turf races only, class 5 and 6 only. You can see his overall results there. You can see he's been very consistent. Total bets 162, 49 wins, over a 30% win strike rate, over a 50% win and play strike rate, and decent level of profit. He's the first of many trainers where taking early prices would have enhanced your profits. Indeed, from the start of 2012 you could have made an extra 30 points above Betfair's starting price by taking earlier prices. Ruth Carr's another one, handicaps only, exclude class 1 and 2, and not in August, September and October. 251 bets, 59 wins at 23.5% win strike rate, decent play strike rate, and a massive profit loss at Betfair starting price, and she's been very consistent every year. You can see in the commentary below I have explained the reasons why we don't back in August, September and October. Quite simply, she has an awful record during that period, and I've got some reasons there for why I think that is, and you can read through that in your own time. And also she struggles in the higher class of racing, simply because I don't think she has the quality of horse to compete. Third and finally we have John Quinn. We only back his National Hunt runners in hurdle races only, age 3, 4 or 5, so his unexposed hurdlers. Again, he has a 36% winning strike rate, 66% win and play strike rate, which is incredible. So you can really back his horses with confidence, and he's very good for backing each way. Very consistent level of profit at Betfair starting price as well. Again, he's another whose profits could be enhanced by taking earlier prices. 40 points above Betfair SP extra you could have made since the start of 2012 by taking earlier prices. So I've left John Quinn till last, as he was responsible for Saturday's only selection for the system. The horse was called Fisher. In a moment I'll get up my betting slip from Ladbrokes. He opened at 5 to 1, that's the price I took. He drifted to 9 to 1, which obviously using a best odd guaranteed bookmaker meant I got the bigger price. So if I just go now to the Ladbrokes screen and we can have a look at the bet. So here it is, there's the evidence. Fisher backed at 5 to 1, he won, returned £100 and £90 profit. And yeah, the horse cruised into the race and won quite comfortably in the end. So that's it really. My aim in this video was to introduce one-track trainers and show you some proof of its success. As you have seen, this group of 16 trainers have been incredibly consistent since the start of 2010, winning £16,874 £74.70 to £10 bets in the process, with a strike rate of over 27%. I've given you an example of some of the trainers, and you can look through in your own time, back over those as well. On Wednesday I'll send you one final video which explains what exactly I have for you, what it will do for you, and if you're interested, what you'll need to do to start backing the one-track trainer selections. I'm going to open this opportunity up to only 200 people on a first-come first-served basis, and I'll explain more about that on Wednesday. I've even created a members area where I will post selections the evening before the next day's racing, so you don't need to do any of the work yourself. So there will be more information about this fantastic opportunity on Wednesday. I'm really excited about the offer I have for you, and I know you will be too. So look out for that email on Wednesday. If you have any queries in the meantime, then please do get in touch with my support address, support@onetracktrainers.com. And that's all for now. This is Josh Wright saying bye for now.